We're seeing to everything that we can for them, understanding that there's nothing that's going to replace their loss.
A family, a police department, an entire community saying goodbye to a hero. Tonight, we're going to take you live to the visitation for Officer Sonny Kim. There's also been a lot of active weather in the region. Did you hear that thunderstorm this morning? We're going to take you back to the Cintas Center in just a moment. But first, let's kick it off with meteorologist Steve Horstmeyer. So, Steve, it's a little bit humid out there. It looks like it's going to be any moment like there's going to be a thunderstorm.
Well, we could see some thunderstorms pop up in the area, but they will not be severe this evening or overnight. You might be awakened by some lightning and thunder. We are worried about tomorrow for the reoccurrence of some severe weather. And you heard Frank Marzullo this morning and Catherine Bodak tell you all about that rain that came in. Well, you can see settled down to the south in southwestern Indiana, western Kentucky, southern Illinois. There is a severe thunderstorm watch out there. It does not include any of our counties. Tomorrow during the day, we may see a thunderstorm watch go up for our southern counties, but overnight tonight, I do expect a few showers and thunderstorms to pop up, but I do not expect to see anything severe. There is a slight risk overnight tonight, and we're still mostly in a slight risk tomorrow, so we do have to watch that, but for the next 12 hours or so, there's really nothing to worry about. I'll have the 7-day forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Steve. Well, it is a visual that you may have grown accustomed to this week, a police badge donned with that black stripe to indicate the loss behind me. Do you see our Fox 19 Now set designed to emulate that as our hearts go out to the Kims as well as the entire Cincinnati Police Department. And happening right now, thousands of people have lined up outside of the Cintas Center to pay their respects to Officer Sonny Kim. Our Megan O'Rourke joins us live from Evanston tonight. Megan?
Good evening, Tricia. We've watched throughout the day as hundreds of people have filed in here to the Cintas Center, all coming to pay their respects to fallen officer Sonny Kim. Now, services started at 2 o'clock, but all day there's been a steady stream of people all coming out here to pay their respects. Outside Officer Sonny Kim's viewing waves a flag emblazoned with a thin blue line, a symbol of the tight-knit law enforcement family and the brotherhood now aching with grief.
I worked with Officer Kim. You know, we were police officers together in District 2, so the morning of the event, I can remember, my first thought was, wow, myself and Officer Kim have made runs on this very street, this very black of Wetzel, so the whole thing is just, really sinking in. But
a devastating loss for the Cincinnati Police Department that brought hundreds of officers from police departments all over the state and beyond here today. A small sacrifice, they say, for a man who gave all.
Miles mean nothing. He's our brother, and so we needed to be here. Obviously, our chief is retired from here. He termed it as a personal loss.
And it wasn't just police who came to pay respect. Even before the doors opened at 2, a long line wound into the parking lot outside the Cintas Center. Among the mourners, politicians, community members, and even kids who he worked with while teaching Japanese karate. Chris Flick brought his 2 sons, whom he says Sensei Kim made a life-lasting impression.
It's a total loss. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's when we reflect, it's just everything from the way you behave to the way you treat others, the way you do things at school and in life.
Even when not in uniform, Kim gave all. A dedicated public servant who spent 27 years serving the city and died protecting it. Now, people are still arriving here at the Cintas Center tonight for Officer Kim's viewing, but in just about half an hour, the center is going to be cleared out so that police can hold a private ceremony just for law enforcement. Again, that's coming at 7 o'clock. Reporting live, Megan O'Rourke, Fox 19 Now.
As the Cincinnati Police Department mourns its first line-of-duty death in 15 years, officers from around the state will descend on the Queen City to stand watch.
Probably every other agency in Hamilton County, as well as some in Indiana and Kentucky, have called and offered whatever that they could do for us. And we just had to pare down that list to see exactly what we needed to do to get through these next couple days, and we're very appreciative of those offers.
The Ohio State Highway Patrol and the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office will help cover shifts today and tomorrow so CPD officers can attend Kim's funeral services. Friday services and procession will also see extra help from Xavier Police, Loveland, Norwood. The troopers and deputies will mostly handle traffic crashes. Cincinnati officers will cover other calls. You can also pay your respects to Officer Kim and his family. Services continue at the Cintas Center tonight until 7, with his funeral there tomorrow morning at 11. For more information or to find out how you can donate to the Kim family, head to fox19now.com. There's an entire section devoted to him on our website. We invite you, check it out. You can also leave your messages of support for his family and fellow officers. And Fox 19 Now will bring you complete live coverage tomorrow morning, starting at 4:30, ending at 3 p.m. Of course, we will be streaming live on our website as well as our mobile app. Officer Kim was killed in the line of duty Friday after 21-year-old suspect Trey Pierre Hummons opened fire on the corner of Wetzel and Rowe in Madisonville. Chief Jeffrey Blackwell says Hummons called 911 on himself 2 times to bait officers to the scene in a planned suicide by cop. Still ahead on Fox 19 Now, a major victory for Obamacare, how today's Supreme Court ruling impacts you. Plus, a prostitution scandal in Mason, video allegedly linking a council member to the crime. Fox 19 investigates straight ahead. A huge victory for the Obama administration today. The U.S. Supreme Court today upholding a key provision of the Affordable Care Act. The nation's highest court agreeing with the Obama administration that government subsidies, which make health insurance affordable to millions of Americans, should be available to everyone. Fox 19's Gordon Graham has more on what it means.
Today I spoke with Warren County Commissioner Dave Young, who filed suit earlier this year, claiming parts of the Affordable Care Act are illegal, specifically subsidies which help Americans enrolled in insurance exchanges pay for their premiums. Young says Warren County is being assessed more than $100,000 to fund those subsidies, and that, he argues, is unconstitutional.
We said, wait a second, I'm a government. I don't pay taxes. And there's an incredibly important federal constitutional issue there that nowhere in our country's history have we ever said that it's okay for one government to tax another government.
And that tax he's referring to is generated through the Transitional Reinsurance Program, which is assessed to Warren County because they provide insurance outside of Obamacare. Warren County has been joined in its suit by the state of Ohio and 4 state universities. Young says for good reason.
I should not be paying into this because you're using my taxpayer dollars in form of another tax on those. That's unconstitutional, period, end of story.
Today's Supreme Court ruling upheld nationwide subsidies, which means money generated from governments like Warren County's or other bodies not enrolled in the ACA will go to help keep costs low for agencies and Americans that are enrolled. Young says the issue is now before a U.S. District Court in Columbus. Meanwhile, Sally Gazer of Mainville applauds the High Court decision. She has an adult son with cystic fibrosis, and without those subsidies, his health insurance premiums would have become very expensive.
My son's just not in a position because of his pre-existing condition to ever drop out. And the costs could go up and up and up and up. And you're just between a rock and a hard place trying to decide, how to keep yourself well.
One thing both Dave and Sally agree on is that the Supreme Court has upheld the law as it was intended by Congress.
Following today's ruling, House Speaker John Boehner said that Obamacare is fundamentally broken, increasing health care costs, and today's ruling doesn't change that fact. While Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says the ruling won't change Obamacare's multitude of broken promises, including the one that resulted in millions of Americans losing the coverage they wanted to keep. I'm Gordon Graham, Fox 19 Now.
Up next, a possible serial killer in just 2 hours from home. We're going to have the details on that. Then we are also live at the Cintas Center, where hundreds paying respect to a fallen officer.
And a live look at Mount Adams from our Levy camera. You can see a few clouds in the sky. It's a humid evening out there. Are thunderstorms in the future? We'll talk about that in the 7-Day when I come back.
Well, people are still filing into the Cintas Center here right now, all to pay their respects to fallen officer Sonny Kim. If you take a look, you can see there is still a crowd of people here outside. The viewing started at 2 this afternoon, and at times the line of people stretched far into the parking lot. We've seen officers from all over the tri-state and beyond, friends, and also kids who knew Kim as Sensei Kim while teaching them Japanese karate. Now, the public viewing is getting ready to wrap up here in a short time. At 7, all non-law enforcement members are going to be asked to leave so that private police service can get underway. Then tomorrow, Officer Kim will be laid to rest. Reporting live here at the Cintas Center, Megan O'Rourke, Fox 19 Now.
Thanks, Meg. It's nice to see all those people taking time out of their day to pay their respects.
Sorry.
Well, federal investigators from Cincinnati, they're now heading to a rural community in Ross County, where less than 2 hours from home, officials believe the deaths of several women may be the work of a serial killer. 6 women, they vanished from the Ross County town of Chillicothe. 4 of them have been found dead, including Tamika Lynch, who went missing in May. Her body was found 20 miles away in a creek. The timing and the circumstances have led to speculation that her case is connected to several others involving missing women in Ross County over the past year.
Nothing can bring her back. But somebody needs to pay. She deserves justice. Like the others, they deserve justice. We need to know who did this for our women, our girls.
Right. The women's families say each struggled with some type of drug addiction. Some were turning to prostitution, and all of the women were mothers. This is a story you saw first on Fox19Now.com, and tonight we have obtained the new body cam video, which police say links Mason City Council member Richard Cox to allegations of prostitution-type activity. This is him being questioned outside the Super 8 motel on Kings Mill Road.
I can tell you the guy that asked me to come by and talk to her is probably in his 50s. So
Cox is a member of the city government. He's been there 5.5 years. He denies the allegations, telling police he was only at the hotel June 11th to check on a woman at the request of a friend. And as you just heard him explain that to authorities. Fox 19 Now, we have reached out to him. He reiterated the story, telling us that he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Are you looking for a job? Listen to this. Amazon looking to hire hundreds of part-time employees at a job fair happening right now. Got to get busy. Fox 19 Now's Jessica Brown joins us from Hebron with the details.
Good evening. We're talking more than 500 positions available. So if you or someone you know is interested in finding a job, this is where they want to be tonight. It's going to be open, this job fair, up until 7 o'clock tonight. We're talking full-time hourly positions that include picking, packing, and shipping customer orders. The jobs offers competitive wages, benefits starting on the first day. They also offer full-time employees programs like Career Choice. If you're interested or someone you know is interested in finding a job, make sure they're here by 7 o'clock tonight, and also dress professionally because they will be hiring folks on the spot. Reporting in Hebron, I'm Jessica Brown, Fox 19 Now.
The rain did not stop more than 3,000 contestants from lining up in downtown Indy this morning, hoping to become the next American Idol. And that's the final one, by the way. Fox 19 Now, Sean Lanier was there, and tonight he has their story.
It's the final season of American Idol, but it's the first time they've been in the state of Indiana. A lot of people out here braved the rains and storms early this morning to get their shot to be called the winner of the final season of American Idol.
It might be wet, it might be raining, it's totally dampening the ground, but, judging by the crowd and the turnout, it's definitely not dampening any determination or anybody's spirit.
Sit around with my head hanging down.
It's Indianapolis' time to shine under the American Idol spotlight, all while the city sat under an early morning rainstorm. Contestants stood in downtown Indy for more than 12 hours to wait for their shot to impress the judges.
I lived, I loved, I was here.
Yes, this Muncie, Indiana native was here with family and ready to sing.
This is a really incredible experience. I want Sade to really shine, and I really want her to go all the way to the top.
And it looks like Sade has her eye set on one thing.
I'm the next American Idol!
Woo! And as far as the remaining bus tours, there are 4 left, but none of them are in the Midwest. Reporting from Indianapolis, Sean Lanier, Fox 19 Now.
So what about you? Do you want to become the next American Idol? Steve Horsemeyer's thinking about it. Hey, we're here to help. The Cincinnati Idol contest is now underway. You send a 1-minute video for a chance to audition for the final season. 3 finalists will be chosen by a panel of judges who work in the music industry. Then they're going to perform live on Fox 19 Now. The winner will get a trip to Denver and a silver ticket to audition. All the information, in case you missed any of the details, go to our website, fox19now.com. At first, we were hearing tornadoes, severe thunderstorms, but tonight there's nothing but sunny skies. Mighty beautiful outside. The Chief standing by with your 7-day forecast.
Well, Tricia, it looks like we are headed for a fairly calm evening. We might get a few showers or thunderstorms around the tri-state. This is a time lapse on the Ray St. Clair rooftop camera from today. Winds are calm right now. It's 84 degrees, very muggy out there, over a half an inch of rain up in Mount Adams. Look at some of that rain come through there on the time lapse, and we may see a few thunderstorms in the area tonight. Nothing severe. Tomorrow, though, we do have another risk of getting some severe weather, especially late in the day. Here's what it looks like on Doppler radar, and you can see everything's flowing south and eastward here. The area here in yellow is a severe thunderstorm watch. That does not include any counties in the Fox 19 Now viewing area, and we do not expect any severe statements, any severe weather in the area overnight tonight, although I can't rule out a rumble or two of thunder, which may rattle the windows and wake you up a little bit. But tomorrow may be a different story. 83 right now at the International Airport, dew point 69, visibility 10 miles, so it is muggy out there. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms possible anytime during the day. The highest risk of severe weather, of course, later on as the day heats up. We'll only make it to the low 80s, but it'll be very sticky low 80s. Now, here's what's going to happen. This front can't really make up its mind what it wants to be, so it's going to kind of waver back and forth around the tri-state as energy at jet stream level runs over that front. It's going to bring bands of rainfall. Now watch what happens. We have a large area of heavy rain mixed in some thunderstorms here as we head into Friday evening. This is 4:59 p.m. Friday. And then Friday evening, it looks like the greatest chance of severe weather. The greatest chances to the south of these fronts, so most of the Fox 19 Now viewing area just getting heavy rain with some mixed in thunder, but we do have that chance for some severe weather. We are in a slight risk overnight tonight. The Storm Prediction Center says about the same situation for tomorrow, a slight risk of severe weather. And here you see what happens. Overnight tonight, a few showers and thunderstorms popping up to the north or to the west, rolling through the tri-state. I do not expect them to be severe, but again, at night, some of that thunder can be quite impressive. It wakes you up from a deep sleep. 69 tonight, 82 tomorrow. Widespread showers and thunderstorms tomorrow with some heavy downpours, possibly severe weather, especially late in the day. The showers should end during the evening hours of Saturday with a high of 75. 77, 81, and 82 will take us into Tuesday. Again, partly cloudy Sunday, a very nice day. Numerous showers and thunderstorms on Monday. They'll be scattered on Tuesday, partly cloudy on Wednesday, and then another chance of rain coming in Thursday. You can always track this using the Weather Now app. It's available for free for the iPhone, the iPad, your Android operating system with some great new features.
Thank you, Steve. Now let's check out what we are working on for 10 o'clock. The Confederate President Jefferson Davis, his statue could soon be on its way out of the Kentucky State Capitol. The controversy surrounding this decision tonight at 10. And Whole Foods under fire. The popular grocery chain investigated for overcharging customers, and it's not the first time. That story is tonight at 10.
I'm Nathan Backrack from Simply Money, and tonight at 10, do money troubles keep you up at night? Well, I've got the solution for a better night's sleep tonight at 10.
And tonight on Fox 19 Now, catch the hilarious game show Boom. Contestants work against the clock to defuse slime bombs. Then at 9, it's the hit mystery Wayward Pines. That's a good show, by the way. Steve and I really like that one, followed by the 10 o'clock news. And coming up, the Reds are getting 2 key players back in the lineup tonight. Plus, hear from a Kentucky player who would go #1 in the NBA draft. Excited about that. Sports is next with Jeremy.
Dat Dude and the Missile are back tonight. Aroldis Chapman returning off paternity leave. Hashtag Chapman swag. He could pitch if needed tonight. Brandon Phillips announced it on Twitter. X-rays negative on his thumb, so he is back in the lineup tonight in Pittsburgh. The Reds can clinch the series over the Pirates for a 3rd time this season. With the victory, they're also looking for their 6th win in 8 games. With the #1 overall pick, the Minnesota Timberwolves select most likely the best big man in the college game last year. Kentucky's Karl Anthony Towns expected to go #1 and could be one of 3 cats picked in the top 10 tonight.
This is amazing. I mean, just only being in my backyard, I mean, this is awesome to have this moment be cherished in where I'm from. It's been a long road to get to the spot today where I'm at. But with a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of hours in the gym, and some great support system that I've been fortunate and blessed to have, this moment has finally arrived.
Draft is in Brooklyn tonight. Wow. We could see D'Angelo Russell from Ohio State go #2 to the Lakers.
I'd like to see you stand around all these big guys.
Ooh, that'd be fun. I'm 6'1" on a good day.
On a good day, yeah.
Really?